Well, discerning shooters here for blue collar prepping. Last week we left off. I did a pocket dump or a minimalist carry, when I'm out riding my motorcycle, my Bob Universal Japanese motorcycle with my solo seat and stuff like that. Maybe I'll show you a picture, maybe not. So anyway, this week before we get started, the problem with ever prepping for everyday carry or 72-hour bag or just a get home gear or whatever is that you get carried away and you carry too much stuff. And so we're talking about a minimalist approach. Now last week, I talked to you about my vest, and here's the inside of it, and it's got, snaps that you can see. It's got a lot of pockets. None of them are quick for like quick draw or easy access for a firearm, so we're just gonna negate that right off the get, and we're not gonna do that. Use it for that purpose, even though it's called that, CCW pocket. But if you notice, I got a book in my hand. And so I have a vest, and the vest is one thing I wear all the time. When it's colder out, I wear the padded flannel, but generally I'm just wearing my vest. Well, in my hand is Stewart's pocket guide, the bug out survival vest. Let's see if I get that back so you get a better look at that. There you go. So, and actually our editor-in-chief, Her Highness, recommended this in a post a long time ago. And so I remember when survival vests were a thing when I was a kid, and so I got one out of nostalgia. And actually there's a lot of good information in this. And even as you go through this, Stewart, whether you're a fan or not, he has actually some really good choices in here, and it really keeps it down where you can wear it underneath the coat, what have you like that. So we're gonna apply what he suggests that we do. We're gonna look at a little different things, and we're gonna go and make it fit what we're gonna do. Remember, this is just like a day trip thing on a motorbike. We want as minimal as possible. And once you get this vest on, it's really not a lot of room in the pockets. The pockets are big and generous, but once you get it on, then it's like poking and things like that. So we're gonna keep that in mind when we're working on this. So I'm gonna go right to chapter 2. The approach: shelter, water, fire, food, first aid, rescue, and tools. Okay, so I got a kit that I'm gonna review next week that covers most of that. Maybe needs a couple little add-ons. We're gonna do a review on that, see what you think. But also as we go forward, we're talking about a day. So food, a candy bar, maybe 2. It's all about not filling the belly, but it's all about the calories. And it's like tools, well, we're not gonna carry a bunch of tools. We just need our feet to walk home. So again, we'll cover that in the future. But as you go through this, a lot of what he uses is you're looking at some of the old LBVs and some of the Bali vests and things like that. But I found it really, really interesting. And you know what? Actually, a lot of the stuff that's in here is very common sense, and it's not expensive stuff. Tarps and shoot cord and knives. Now, some of the stuff is definitely geared toward, shall we say, capitalism and marketing and what have you. But some of it's like, here, a good, bug out vest food, which, like I said, we're gonna just do the calorie count, and we'll explain that when we get to there. But he's got things like Spam in here. And I'm like, ugh. I really got to be starving and eating that stuff. Fire starters and things like that. And you could get first aid. You can get as involved as you want. Again, we're going to keep it simple. Keep it small, keep it very minimalist. That's what we're doing here. But before we get down that path, I just wanted to bring this book out, Stewart's Pocket Guide to the Bug Out Survival Vest. We're going to take some of his teachings or his suggestions here, and we're going to apply it to our motorcycle vest. And so first off, what we're going to do is start next week is we're going to pocket survival kit. We're going to give it a test and see what we think, see if it really fits our needs or not. So, quick little plug there for this book. If you don't have it, get it. It's actually very well written, and it's pretty concise. It gives you a lot of food for thought. It's not like some crazy, hard to figure out. So, as always, this is Discerning Students here at Blue Collar Prepping. Be good, be safe, and if you can't be safe, be good and dangerous.